No, I'll say why. I'm gonna say why I have a good influence. I gotta let everybody know that 2 wine will get you all the way lit. You trying to get nasty, you get some 2 wines. It's gonna be 2 of you. Right. That's my endorsement for
Definitely a feel it.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody gonna be feeling you. So that's my endorsement to you wines.
It's true.
It is true.
It is very true.
Did you push record, please?
I did. So we start from here. That's good.
Alright, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Go back and do it all though. We don't have to do something like that though. One day we don't have to think and do something like that. That's what makes sound right.
What's up, man? What's up? No? All right. Welcome everybody to the pull up. I'm sorry. Oh. Welcome everybody to the pull up experience, where we have the pleasure of being with up to you wines. And tonight we're going to go over a lot of things. One, her story of her journey to entrepreneurship, but also how to create wine, how to start your own wine business, and everything that comes along with it. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great conversation. So I know I like to open up with the person as you are. Your business is a decision you, but you were a person before the business. So tell us who was Nakia?
Nakia is pretty much a person that always had a vision to do something that can help people in any kind of fashion that I can, as far as just being able to do the best of my ability to do what I can do for the world. And over the years I've progressed and I've been blessed to be in positions where I can do exactly that. I am a respiratory therapist, so I'm in the medical field, so I'm constantly helping in that way. And then I have 2 U wines. That helps out a lot too. That helps out a lot too. So yeah, I'm just, I'm a type of person that I want to see everybody do well, and I want to see everybody come together, I guess you could say. So that's my thing. Making sure that everybody is doing what they can, and I'm doing what I can to make it a better place.
I can firsthand speak on a couple of things you said. The vibe from you is always awesome, always great advice, and just great conversation. We're gonna y'all see that firsthand today, so enjoy.
So Nakia, I'm nosy. I want to know, how did we even get here to the wine? First of all, what are we drinking today? Because this is good.
We are drinking my favorite, Cabernet Sauvignon. It is a full body wine, and it's you have to have an acquired taste. It's dry. My wine is 14% alcohol, so it definitely gets you there.
Absolutely, y'all.
And that's my favorite, so I thought we'd drink that tonight.
And it's nice and light, guys, on the tongue. Like it's, I don't know. She says it's acquired taste. I love Cabernets, period, though, but it's not. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, it's not too strong on your tongue where it overpowers your palate. It's like the perfect oomph that you need after a nice day. But back to me being nosy, because y'all know I like the good stuff. So how did we get to wines? Like, where did that even come from?
Actually, my dad and my stepmom, when they retired, they kept telling me that they wanted to make wine as a hobby, and he kept telling me about it. Next thing I knew, he had a house full of wine. It became a situation to where it was like, okay, I'm gonna take about 10 bottles off your hand. And I just started putting the wines out when I entertain. I love to entertain. So I would put the wines out, all my friends, everybody loved it. It became a situation to where I would have to pick up bottles and make sure that I had them on deck at all times. So that intrigued me. I'm a real big foodie. So I like different textures, different flavors, and making the wine to me was something that he created that other people can taste and like. And I loved it. We all did. So that intrigued me, and I asked for them to show me how to make wine. From then, I've been making wine about 7 years now, and I've been here for 3 years. And I am just trying to get the word out and get everybody to stop into 2U Wines and become your favorite wine. It's mine, of course.
So when you say make wine, like you actually go through the process of making a wine. You don't just outsource this process.
No. All the wines are made by me, and I have a partner, Mr. Michael Butts, and we make all the wines ourselves. It's a tedious process, but I love it. I do. I love it. Like I said, I love to see the end result, and it feels good for people to come in. A lot of word of mouth, because I'm a small boutique, so not a lot of people know that I'm here. I pretty much stay behind the scenes for the most part. So it's been about a word of mouth type situation. So it feels good to create something that people come back for. So yes, they are all made with these hands right here.
Plenty of love. And I want you guys to know that I have an empty glass. There's a reason why, like the kid said, it's 14% wine. So if you guys looking to have a good time with some wine, please come see me. I promise you, you're not gonna regret it.
This is true.
Definitely true. I had one glass across the street at the Fort Bistro, and I'm still a little bit lit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is gonna be good. So yeah, no.
So I do want to let everybody know where I'm located since we're here. I am in South Euclid, 4425 Mayfield Road, front east, on the corner of Victory Drive, where Giant Eagle is located. When you come, park in Giant Eagle, as a matter of fact. Don't park in the back. So just park in Giant Eagle. It's a hop and a skip over to the store.
And fellas, by the way, if you guys are looking for a great, if you want to impress your girl, bring her here. Forget the whole movie dinner thing. Bring her here.
Yes, it's a nice time.
It's a great time.
I'm open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday and Friday from 4p to 9p, and Saturday from 4 to 8.
Now, do you do, because he just said date night, do you guys do like intimate experiences and like, because you have all these different flavors. I wish y'all could like really see this wall behind us. She actually has like different flavors, like some of the ones were normal that we used to, but she also has like flavored merlots, sangrias, different stuff like that. So is there a way we can like schedule something to come in and actually try it on a more private side?
Yes, you can do wine tastings in store. I also will come to you. In store, I can fit up to 8 people here, and you can have as many as you want at home, of course, or at an event. So you can schedule, you can do something private for 2, or you bring your family, your friends, a couples thing, however you want to do it. But I do wine tastings any day of the week. They include the tasting of 6 wines. From those 6, each guest chooses 4 of their favorites that they get a glass of. It comes with charcuterie, with cheese, crackers, fruit, and chocolate. Really fun-filled wine education, and we play adult games at the end. It is a fabulous time. It's called the Wine Experience, and I meet so many people. I have so many good conversations, and it's just a wonderful time. It's a great way to spend your evening, or even if you're just on your way to dinner or on your way somewhere else, start off the night at 2U Wines. You will not regret it.
Absolutely. I can endorse that.
Yes, Brandon and I and his friend had a good time. We did.
Yeah, like great time afterwards. So.
That's that 2U Wines.
Yeah, listen.
Not a game.
So Brandon actually told me he came here before with a friend, and he was raving about slushies. He said that y'all do wine slushies, and that is something innovative I've never heard anybody talk about. But that just sounds like my type of party. So can you elaborate more on that?
You know what's funny? I had a vision about the slushies before I even had a vision about the actual winery. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have wine slushies in there. And I take pride in my slushies. A lot of people come in here throughout the year. I thought it was just summer, but you notice it's still running.
Yeah.
Because I get so many requests to still keep it going. And the slushies are 14% alcohol as well. They are so refreshing and just, you don't even know the alcohol is in there until you start to feel it. Like one slushie, yes, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
no.
One of my best sellers.
And I know, you spoke upon, so you balance actually working a day job or a home business. Tell us more about how the balance of being able to do the two, to do both at the same time.
So, of course, wine and having my own business is, my first love, and I love to do it. But I enjoy doing what I do. Like I said, I enjoy helping people. And so right now I work part-time at the hospital, like I said, as a respiratory therapist. So it allows me, I don't work weekends or holidays, so it allows me to spend more time here and try to get things to where I can eventually work at the hospital only when I want to, so that I can have this as my baby and just expand. My vision is to be in a situation to where I have an exclusive winery that's world renowned, where people want to come, people hear about it, delicious food, delicious wine, of course, and just a nice place, live band. That's my vision. So I try to balance both of those because I love to help people, and it also allows me to communicate with people and put the word out at the hospital.
And thank you, by the way, for your service, because
Absolutely.
respiratory therapy is something that, we always talk about the doctors, the nurses, the nursing assistants, but respiratory therapy, if I'm not mistaken, probably wants to make sure we can actually, breathe.
Yes.
During like intubation and all
Yes.
of that, or even like asthma.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, thank you for that, because that's
you're
something that
welcome.
doesn't get
Thank you.
recognized enough. So
Yeah, if you can't breathe, you can't do anything.
especially in the wake of all this that's going on in the world today.
The thing about that is you really won't know what a respiratory therapist is unless you have to have some type of interaction, and that's through yourself, like you said, asthma, COPD, or if you have a family member that has an interaction or end of life. We do intubate, and we do put on ventilators, mechanical life support, is which most people know it by, and we run life support to hopefully get you better or to end of life. So that is what we do, and it is a situation to where, like I said, unless you have some type of interaction with us, you won't know that we even exist.
Oh wow. So you guys, previously, this is our second interview because of a mistake I made first time recorded. So you guys missed out on a great deal of conversation the first time around. I'm glad we were able to do this again because we have plenty of knowledge and just, like I said, great conversation. I think we were here, 2 hours?
Might have been.
Yeah, I was say a little bit more than two.
Yeah, a little more than two.
The wine started kicking in, and the conversations got even better.
Yes, more in
absolutely.
depth about all kind of things, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. But it was a good conversation.
Yes.
Just to segue into that, so you guys will see more of Nakia going forward. She's part of the podcast now.
Hey!
So
You got her, y'all.
we got it. Right. We got her. You know what I'm saying? So grateful for that.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
Listen. But a question I wanted to ask you, and I know a lot of people struggle with this. So when you first started your business, what were some of the struggles that you faced, and how did you overcome those struggles?
I think my biggest struggle was not knowing anything about what I was getting into. Like everybody, but the legal aspect of it. It's different from when you're jumping out there doing something and you put something out there, you're getting feedback and people like it, so kind of know where to go from there. But the legal aspect of having a winery or selling alcohol, period, can be trying when you don't know what you're doing. the process took me probably about 8 months, and it shouldn't have taken me maybe more than 3, because I had to keep going back to the drawing board as far as everything that I'm supposed to have for inspections, everything that I'm supposed to have, and even letter sizes with the labels, getting the labels approved, and there's a lot to it. So, you know, I wouldn't want anyone to have to go through those steps that I went through. That was me juggling, and, you know, sometimes when you get information from people and then listen to the professionals, things are jumbled around, and things don't work out quite right. So it was a little bit of I'm so glad I got over that and got over it.
So I'm guessing so basically telling me you're going to be offering mentorship in the future. So no one has to go through the problems.
No, I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to have to go. Yeah, for sure.
So, and then I know for me, because I know the perception of the entrepreneur, especially nowadays, sounds so sexy and so appealing and whatnot. But once again, you just unveiled a house and the structure you went through. Well, let me ask you, what are the biggest rewards from your journey of entrepreneurship? Like, what would you say your biggest takeaway from
So, when I started out, I wasn't able to work part-time like I do now. And that's a big plus for me, being able to have a little bit more time for family, friends, and run the business. That's a big takeaway for me. But I think, to be honest with you, I think the most rewarding part, two part is what I was touching on earlier, is to have a person, like I have a customer that I've been open for 3 years. She's literally had her birthday party here all 3 years. And each year we make it bigger and better. And actually, the last one was out on the patio, which I added maybe about 2 months ago, if that long, probably not, but the last couple weeks of summer. So we try to make it bigger and better every year. So it feels good for me to be able to create something that people come back for, that people genuinely like. And I have repeat customers, several. So that feels really good. It's really rewarding. And the best part about that is you get to know these people. You know them when they come in the door. You have conversation. You know that they like your product and that they're going home to have a hell of a good time, or wherever they're taking it to. They come in and buy gifts for friends and family. It feels really good. That's the most rewarding part about it. And being able to be open for as long as I've been here for 3 years. I have several bars, lounges, restaurants that the wine is carried in, a couple stores, and that feels really good.
So I want to talk about, because I'm back to as a wine drinker, y'all, there's so many different things in here that's catching my eye, and it's like, oh, I gotta focus. But there's one thing I've noticed, which is this wine o'clock kit. So it looks like it has a little bit of everything in here, an opener, but even the saver. So can we touch on that real quick? Because this is like my favorite part.
Yes. So this is basically a wine kit for wine lovers. Anybody that drinks wine. It literally does have everything in here. It has an electric wine opener that can be charged, and with a USB. It has the cords. It has the vacuum pump, which is one of my favorite things. The vacuum pump, most people when they open wine, if they don't drink it all, they put the cork right back in the bottle and put it in the fridge or whatever. You got about 48 hours or so for that wine to just start tasting flat. With the vacuum pump, with the toppers, what it does is it allows the wine to stay actually fresh, as if you just opened it for an additional 2 weeks. You can hear when you take the top off, you can hear like champagne. So, and it has a pour, a full opener, and it's just everything you need to make your wine night special.
And you sell these here in the store?
I do. I sell these for $39.99, and they are always available. I'm always trying to keep up with wine accessories and little cute doohickeys and things. coasters, openers, toppers, always trying to keep up. So, you know, if you don't, say you don't have it, you're new to wine drinking, or you just got your place, or whatever the situation is, something so that you can grab and go.
Look like the perfect gift for Christmas for anybody who's thinking of what to give me for Christmas. Or a slushie, however you want to look at it. She got bottles of Cabernet. She got this wine thing, so y'all figure it out. But I got a little bit of everything. Like she said, she is on the corner of Victory Lane and Mayfield Road, which is basically like Mayfield and Green, across the street from the Giant Eagle. Please don't get it messed up. 2U, that's 2 like the number 2U wine.
We also do gift baskets as well. So we do wine gift baskets for holidays, any occasion. Pretty much we make it around your budget, what you would like to do with your budget, and we pretty much try to accommodate and make that around the budget. So it's custom.
So here's some more on the wine facts, because I didn't know some of the things that you just said. Like I didn't know I gotta drink my wine right away unless I listen. You know, hey, listen. Right. So let me hear some more wine facts. Some things I didn't know about wine.
So some things that you didn't know about wine. Right now, I actually have a vegan wine that I did for Vitamin Candy Cafe. Not a lot of people know that in the old days, the way you make wine is you just transfer from one container to the next until the muck settles at the bottom, the settlement, and which is the yeast and the tannins from the grape skins, and they settle at the bottom of the container. So you just kind of keep going back and forth, and then you filter it to make it clear. Well, nowadays there is a chemical that has fish product in it, and a lot of people use it because it clears faster, and it's nice clean finish, clear. So it has, like I said, it has an element of fish in it, so that makes the wine not vegan. So you have to go the old school route and keep back and forth and then filtering in order to make the wine vegan. And that is a delicious wine. While we're speaking of it, it is almond merlot. Shout out to Vitamin Candy Cafe. And since we're talking about wines that I've made, let me plug the 4 Wine and Bistro across the street.
Good,
they have a plum merlot and a pineapple Riesling that are amazing.
Yeah, next time.
Yes, it's so good.
Now that's another thing Nakia is really good for. I've noticed she is very connection over competition centered in your business. How did you develop that? Because when you talk to different entrepreneurs, not everybody has that. And it seems like you organically just understand the value of working together, being as, you know, helping as much as you can. You said she's a Capricorn?
Exactly. No, I truly believe that there is just an abundance for everyone. There is more than enough for everyone. You got all kind of grocery stores. You got all kind of, not exactly Walmart, but just, you know, clothing stores. And so there's enough for everybody. There's an abundance. And you're going to reach the people you reach. I'm going to reach the people I reach. And there is no competition. Everybody needs to win. And that's just how I feel about it. Everybody needs to win. I want everybody to win. That's how, when everybody's winning, everybody's feeling good. Yes, everybody's feeling good. Everybody can feed their family. Everybody can, you know, do what they need to do in life, take their trips. So it is important to share. It is important to connect and network. And for everybody, you know, when you do meet people, you guys can network and find out if there's something that you can do to help each other, just like I'm on the podcast. But yeah, you know, it shouldn't be about, I'm trying to keep my secret. And I'll be honest with you, when I first made wine, and I think coming from the situation of me having such a hard time with getting started legally, it was like, like somebody's gonna come in and they're gonna just do it in that much time, you know, if I give them the information. But why not?
Right.
Why not though? You You know, everybody, you know, has their place. Like I said, there's a lot of winemakers around the Cleveland area now, and everybody has their own lane. Everybody's doing well from what I see, and that's okay. Everybody, you know, it's enough for everybody. Period.
Now, are you naturally introverted or extroverted, and how has that affected your entrepreneurial journey?
I would say I'm naturally extroverted, but I will sit back until I peep the scene. So I may seem introverted to some, probably a lot, because I like to know what I'm dealing with before I just jump out there and no, I like to, you know. So that's what I was talking about earlier. I don't have a problem with being behind the scenes with the wine. I would like for the wine to speak for itself. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I want people to know, like, there are events going on and different things going on, and I see them across my social media, and I'm like, yeah, that would be fun to go to that. But that's just, I don't come out for too many things. I don't come out for too, and it's no diss to anybody, or not like I'm not supporting people. I try to do what I can as far as supporting behind the scenes. But know that I see all of you, and I see everybody, and I'm proud of everybody. It's just how I am. It's no, oh, I can't go there, or I can't show up to this or this or that. It's never that. It's just, that's just how I, you know, how I am. I come out sometimes.
Well, I appreciate that. Speaking of coming out, we have this speed networking event coming up.
Yes.
So we are looking for her to come on out. And whether you're introverted or extroverted, feel free to come out, because it's a quick way for you to meet somebody, a minute or two to introduce yourself, a couple minutes to see if you actually like or can work together, and then you skip on out. But you'll actually have the opportunity to meet up with everybody in the room, instead of just sticking with your same social circle, or like she said, jumping out just yap, talking to any and everybody, or collecting anybody and everybody's business cards without a real plan of action to actually follow through. So that's my little 2 cents.
And I went to the first one.
Yes, she did come to our first one, y'all.
I went to the first one, and I enjoyed it, and I definitely made some connections. I gained new customers. I, you know, met new people. I gave them my support. It's nice. It's nice. It's different, because it literally, you have a few minutes to get off all the information you can, and then everybody, you know, everybody that you're interested in dealing with, everybody changes information, and it's you can meet a lot of people in a short amount of time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, it worked. Brandon, we did it.
Yes. We pull it up. Like, we pull up, we doing it.
Pull up on us.
And by the way, that came from Connection from Kid. Once again, like she said, I appreciate it. I understand wholeheartedly about the way you think and the way you do business, because that's how, like I said, prosperous. Like, we all get together, we all come together. That's the whole point of the Pull Up podcast. Or not the podcast, but the whole idea behind the Pull Up experience. So no, listen, that's why we love to have you in the gang now.
Yes, part of us.
Yes, and
family.
Talking about that, like, this whole area right here, when I got the place 3 years ago, it was like just a takeover. It was just a takeover. And you have all these black-owned businesses in this area right here. This is downtown South Euclid, which I love this area, by the way. It is one thing about Cleveland Heights and South Euclid, they definitely patronize their small businesses. They're coming. They walk in the summertime and make sure they hit everybody. They're coming. South Euclid has a lot of different events and things throughout the summer, and they definitely tap into their small businesses for us to participate. It's nice. It's nice. I love that about this area. And we're going to party on this patio this summer. For sure. Definitely.
I might mess up all the benefits. I don't get loose. But hey, I'll take that.
You going to take one on the chin?
I'll take it.
Family.
Yeah.
Right. Shoot. So I know you got 2 new wines. I know you spoke about the lounge, but what do you have next up? What are you seeing for seeing the future for 2 new wines?
The near future, I would definitely like to do a topless situation. You know, when people, especially with having people out on the patio, when you drink, everybody know when you start drinking, I don't care if you just ate Thanksgiving dinner. When you start drinking, you want a little something to snack on. So in the near future, I'm working up a menu so that we can have, you know, some charcuterie, some salads, things that people can eat, you know, while they're drinking. That's what I see in the near future. Also getting out, I want to do a wine club. That is definitely in the works. I get a lot of people asking, you know, when I'm going to have a wine club. And the reason why it took me so long is because it takes a long time to make the wine. So, you know, you got to have a situation to where you can have something fresh and new. At least every quarter, every couple months if you can. But you know, you want people to come in. You want them to have something new to taste and experience, and be able to give you some feedback. Like, yes, you should carry that. This is the one. Yes. So I'm excited about that. So that's what's coming up in my life.
Even the small bites, I love the topics.
Yes.
Listen, I'm about to say, I think Key knew. I mean, Key knew what tops were on. I actually just wrote it down.
Oh.
But, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. You know, sometimes I be off just a little bit.
Context clues.
You talk about wine and food. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about Webster.
Small bites.
I got you.
Small bites.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Yeah, I got you. I think you know, got you. So my last question. What are the main things you want someone to take away from the interview tonight? Like, someone watching this, what are the main things you want them to take away from?
I think most importantly, and this is for everybody in every situation, and I know these are cliches, but they're real. They are definitely real. And I would say the first thing is just believe in yourself. You know, have all the belief in yourself. Don't listen to somebody saying, and it might not even be a situation where they're telling you that you can't do it, but they just may not be as enthusiastic about it as you want them to be. You know, not tearing you down or telling you, no, you shouldn't, or it might not be that. They might not just, you know, it might be oh, let me show you what this, that, and they're like, oh, okay. And keep it moving with their conversation, and not that they don't want to see good for you, but they're just not excited and amped up about your dream as you are. So just have all the belief in the world in yourself. Second, I would have to say is do it. You know, like I said, these are cliches, but if you keep moving towards it, it is going to come. You are going to literally look up one day and you're going to be there, where you can look back and say it started off as a thought and now I'm here. Like literally when you come into this place, it's a boutique like I said, but I literally went to work for hours after hours, racked up all the hours that I could, and I did it little bit by little bit. I think I signed my lease in June. I didn't open until October. I painted the walls, I laid the floor down, and I'm saying I paid someone. I did this on my own. It was a project. One thing about putting things together, it kind of gives me a peace of mind. It was a project, and I wanted it to be exactly how I wanted it to be. And so just move forward a little bit by a little bit, and next thing you know, you'll look up. And I look in here, I still look in here. Sometimes when I'm walking out the door, I look back and I just say, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm really blessed to be here. And let me see, third, I would have to say, learn balance. You know, don't, yes, work hard to get something, but have that balance so that you can always stay strong up here. Have that balance. You gotta be strong up here in order to do anything. So have that balance to where sometimes sit your ass down. You know, sometimes don't go so hard and just take a little bit of a break and get yourself back together, gather yourself, but take time out for yourself to love on yourself as well. That's what
I don't know where
I don't think you could get no better than that one.
Well, shoot, how can people, other than on the podcast, Where can people reach you?
So I have an Instagram, which is 2U Wines. I had a Facebook, but I don't know if everybody out here is almost like me, but I got hacked with my Facebook.
The cash app link, you shouldn't get it.
Oh, I used to have a Facebook, but I also have a website, www.2uwines. You can also order wine off the website, order gourmet popcorn, order the gift baskets, a little bit of everything. I plan on putting accessories on there too. Right now, and that's in the works of getting an overhaul of the website so that it can be just more user friendly and more things to purchase. So those are my two, and I can be reached at 216-452-2020. As far as the wine tastings, like I said, I book them any day of the week. They are an excellent time. I have fun. You're gonna have fun. It is something that I love to do. That's one of my favorite things about 2U Wines.
Listen, I know I have fun.
Yes, we did.
I don't really think we can. If anything, can we just get a toast to her finally jumping on the podcast?
Absolutely.
Come on, empty glass.
I know. Listen, y'all want me to have more wine.
Empty glass.
All right, so cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
No,
being
thank you for being a part of it. Listen, guys, we'll get with y'all next time.
Bye.
Take care.
Ah, yes.